There's so many dads that are trying to be in their children's life, and the mom is doing everything she can to bat it down because of her disagreements with him, and it's so fucking sad, bro. It's so sad because a lot of people. I thank God that my mom always said we fight for, because she actually asked me to sign my rights over to him, or sign my rights for him over to her. Like, I'm saying that's not my kid anymore. Like, are you stupid?
OG, let go. All my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch, or your bitch might get pulled. I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't got time for the bull. Okay, all my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch, or your bitch might get pulled. If you see us in the streets, no talking.
Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy Riley, aka Riley the Great, and you are now tuned in to another episode of the Millennial Mayhem podcast.
Yeah. We here.
As y'all know, I got my cousin Tony D with me. What's going on, G?
What's good, man? Beautiful day to be black.
Yeah, it is, man, because it's Juneteenth, baby.
I'm black, dog.
You know what I'm saying? I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. Goddamn right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mean to outburst like that. And we got King Light Skin to the far left. What's going on, bro?
Man, listen, I love the energy today, bro.
Yeah,
it is Juneteenth. We are black.
Yep.
Hey, and we celebrating Father's Day.
Power
We
to the-
celebrating the fathers this week.
Fathers is,
baby.
yeah.
I'm
Freedom
excited.
and fathers, bro. The FFs, baby. That's what we doing. Double left over here. Freedoms and fathers,
Trying
man.
to get some of them grown man gifts.
Yeah.
Word.
You know, speaking of gifts, you know, we young Ray Matthews gifted us, you know, with these self shirts right here.
Yeah. Y'all can go check these shirts out, man. These some little Juneteenth shirts that Jeremy is doing, man. And if y'all want to check him out, his Instagram is at @B_your_self_brand, man. He got some dope material on there. What do you call them? Fabrics, linens, or
All that
good
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
The nigga got shirts and shit.
Nigga got, hey, he got some wardrobe on that hoe.
That wardrobe. That's the word.
Yeah. So y'all definitely go check them out, man. These are some dope shirts, man. They fit real good. They feel real good. I'm wearing this the rest of the day, bro.
You know we had to get Riley that extra medium.
Extra medium, bro. Gotta fit and be snug on the muscles, fam. on the muscles, fam.
He said, but nah, bitch, feel my arms. Feel my arms.
Nah, ain't no thing.
What is it? What is it?
It's bam.
What did you say, nigga? Okay, Ross. What a win.
Hey, we got a good show for you guys today, man. Hey, we're going to be talking about all this. Like we just said before, we're going to be talking about Juneteenth. We're going to be talking about fathers. Most definitely talking about fathers, because this is the episode to get into that and dive into
Father's
that.
Day.
Yeah, man, because Father's Day is tomorrow.
Absolutely.
And we just felt compelled to shoot a episode pertaining to men and taking care of their offspring, man. So that's what it is.
I celebrate Father's Day all month.
Yeah.
It ain't just a day.
But before, let me just say this. Before we get into that, man, I just want to tell everybody, since they have approved Juneteenth to be a national holiday, and I saw this on social media, somebody brought up a really good point, and they were saying that since it has been approved, these big stores are going to be marketing merchandise and things like that as it pertains to Juneteenth. They're going to be doing these sales and stuff and all the rest of that good jazz. Do not fall into that trap. Keep buying black, man. If it's for Juneteenth, buy it from a black owned business. Do not go to Target, Walmart, going to go get your Juneteenth shirts and all the rest of that and all that good crap. No, continue to support small black owned businesses, and these are the days where they can get their merchandise off. They can make their money off of that. I mean, that's what Ray was just talking about with Jeremy. You know what I'm saying? Support and continue to support on days that pertain to us. And this is a day that pertains to us.
And there's plenty of small businesses. So I don't want to hear that, I can't find. Man, there's plenty.
Plenty.
Yeah. If you be on Facebook and Instagram, you can find wherever they at.
And yeah, because if you know how to hashtag, you can search those same hashtags on IG. So no excuses, man.
Yeah, and most importantly, when you the thing about Target and Walmart and stuff like that is they just convenient. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know if people want to necessarily support them. It's just for the convenience because we like to wait until the last minute to get stuff, right? So it's Juneteenth today, and I want to go get my shirt for Juneteenth this morning. Well, with most black-owned businesses, you got to give them some time, man. You can't. I know with Jeremy, we had to order these shirts like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? So if you do support black-owned businesses, man, make sure that you're punctual with your orders so that you can give these folks some time to put it together. Because I know Jeremy, he in the lab in his house making these shirts, and so it just helps him out.
And have patience, man. Have patience. I mean, these individuals are stepping out on a limb. And they're going for broke, and they're trying to make something out of themselves with their businesses. So be patient.
Have some love. God damn. Be so short with your bruh, man. Yeah. Like these your people. Stop being. Give a longer leash to your people, man. Like stop being so short with them. Show a little love, man. That's all we need. Bro.
Straight up, bro. Straight up. Straight up.
Love that one.
But so. Let me say this, man. I'll go first.
We know.
I want to send a shut up. I want to send a very, very, very special shout out to my dad, Kerry Bryant. Man, Pops has really shown me the way how to be a man, and I just want to, give him his props and tell him Happy Father's Day. Last weekend we did a bike ride, man. It was really dope through the heights. That was, one of the things that he always likes doing. So I accompanied him in this hot ass sun. It was hot as hell.
Steve so toxic.
Yeah,
I don't all the sun head ass.
That's what I should have made a sound effect. To dance with my father.
But it was cool, man. We stopped, took a couple of pictures of scenery around Houston. It was dope.
So you took pictures? You gonna post them?
Oh God.
Only because he don't really like being posted.
Oh, okay. I ain't my dad. He like being on that.
Boy got the silver fox. He ready.
Yeah, bro.
Show that boy bad love on that, man. Well, shout out my pops before we get into your pops. Shout out my pops, man. Happy Father's Day to him. Shout out him and his wife, man, because on tomorrow, I get celebrated today, but on tomorrow, they offered to do steak and lobster at my apartment by the pool.
Oh, that's solid.
Yeah, shout out to them for that. So I'm prepping myself for that. We took them to Papa Do's. Me and Morgan took them to Papa Do's yesterday or Thursday. We took them to Papa Do's. So
okay,
I'm ready. I'm ready.
That's what's up, man. well, Pop. If you do decide to watch this, shout out to you too. But he already know, man. I appreciate the skin tone, my G, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have this illustrious ass brown skin that I got, man. Oh, okay. Along with this wit, this charm, bro, and hopefully when I get older, I can get the silver fox too, like. Get the Santa Claus, bro.
Me and Tony couldn't wait to hate.
Yeah, y'all hating, bro. Shout out to my dad. Y'all hating, bro. Y'all hating.
It ain't gonna happen.
I'm still
gonna be having that thin ass goatee.
Nah, bro. First off, I gotta grow my chin strap. When I get my chin strap in, then I gotta go full. I'm going full beard, fam.
Bro, you gotta go through the ugly phase, fam.
Man,
that nigga already ugly. Listen, that nigga beard is balding. How your beard balding at 30?
Shut the up, nigga. I'm just gonna keep rocking the goatee then, man. Fuck y'all, man. Appreciate you, though, Pop. You got me. You got me something I can look forward to, man. When I get in my 60s, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, if there's any. If there's any black owned beer companies following that can help Steve with his growth process,
hey,
please do send it in the DMs.
Yeah, or I can just get that little black shit that y'all be putting on y'all face and y'all can wipe off. I'm gonna get the black shit.
Boy, you do that.
I know y'all gonna clown me.
I can't wait.
Boy, you will never hear the end of it from me.
You know what? One of the episodes, I'm coming in this motherfucker with the black shit on my face, bro.
God.
Yeah, just for shits and giggles, fam.
The first drop of sweat, I'm roasting your ass.
I gotta think cool thoughts like I did yesterday, man.
I'm just gonna start sliding off.
That'll be terrible, bro. That'll be terrible. But let's go ahead and jump into this, man. You two are fathers, right?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? You have a beautiful daughter. You have 3 beautiful boys, you know what I'm saying, that are mad athletic and doing their thing. How does it feel for you guys to be a dad?
Man, it's the most rewarding position ever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, to know that, your kid, it could be, the worst. You can be having the worst situation ever in the world. Your kid don't know that. Your kid wakes up and is excited to see you.
Mm-hmm.
That is probably the most rewarding thing ever. Like, I done had some shitty days, and Tage wakes up, "Good morning, Daddy. Give me a kiss." And she mad aggressive, bro. Like, she give me a kiss and grabbing my head and shit. But man, I love it. I love it.
That's the thing, Tony. I think that they can feel it when you having a day like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they could just feel your energy, and like you said, she don't want nothing else. She just want to grab you and kick. Like, you, man, that being a dad is probably, like you said, the single most solid feeling ever, bro. There's nothing like, having somebody, like you said, that doesn't necessarily, that doesn't hold you accountable, but that doesn't judge you for the mistakes that you make or whatever. Because if we honest about it, I made so many mistakes in fatherhood and how I handle situations or whatever. But you learn from those mistakes or whatever and figure it out. But through that process, everybody always has an opinion. They never have an opinion, or it's that love thing. They never show you that opinion. They just love you regardless. It don't
love you through and through.
Yeah. So yeah, it's solid, bro. It's super solid.
Yeah, and I can see that. I can see, from the outside looking in, because I don't have any kids, but I see that you guys are how you guys interact with your kids and how excited you are to be around your babies. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's I think that's something that isn't highlighted a lot when it comes to men and their kids. So I just want to take the time to tell y'all that I admire you guys, because for the simple fact that y'all show it. Y'all show that y'all want to be in your kids' life. You know
Absolutely, man. Man, look, Shay, like, I had to tell Shay, like, hey, man, you can relax when I got Tage. Like, me and Tage be in these streets thugging, bro. Like, straight up. Me and Tage be out here, man. Like, I can hang with her. Like, Tage is cool. Like, even though she's only 3, like, she cool. Like, I don't have, like, she ain't no bad kid where I gotta, put a leash on her. We go in the store. Nah, Tage wants to be like right next to me and, come on, Daddy, let's go look at some clothes. Damn, that ain't what I came in here for.
Man, nigga, I swear, if you put a leash on any kid that you have, I'm on your ass, boy.
I ain't never doing that. But you get what I mean, though. Like, I don't have to worry about Tage running off. Nothing like that. Like, me and Tage go to dinner together. Like, we good like that.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I love hanging out with them niggas too, but the only thing I just wish is that one of them niggas get some money. It's expensive hanging out with them niggas, man. We go to Walmart for pizza rolls and come out with full length groceries, yogurts. Everybody got a toy. Like, and he try to convince you in the smartest ways. That's why I'm like, nigga, you know exactly what you're doing. Daddy, I was just thinking, so I know I got this monster car, but this one looks really good. Don't you think? Yeah, my nigga, it look good. What you trying to say?
Yeah.
Well, it looks good. I could probably have it.
Hey, but listen, those type of endeavors, bro, they kind of tell me something about kids, man. Like, that's when you start developing them old persuasive skills. And I tell you like this. If you can get your persuasive skills down to a T, you can make a lot of money in this economy out here, man.
Yep,
That's, the gift of gab and making somebody move in a way that they didn't originally want to do or didn't even originally think about. You can get some cake doing that, bro. So
just add me next time, bitch ass nigga.
What you talking about?
I said just at me next time, bitch ass nigga.
You got. You do got it. I mean, that's your kid. You got him too. You know what I'm saying?
We had that conversation before. Just at me next time.
Yeah, nigga. Bro. Shout out to Ray King Light Skin, bro. That boy, that got some persuasive skills. He ain't dominated the field he need to be in order to get that brick. But that's a whole nother topic though. Anyway, so another question for you fathers. What are some of the things about fatherhood that you didn't know that you learned quickly when the baby got here?
One of the probably the biggest things that I learned once Noah kind of got here is that my dad, the way we was raised, it was like a physical dominating force kind of situation. Like, don't worry about why I told you can't do this. You just can't do this because I said so. Mm-hmm. One thing that I really learned is like, because Taylor, we were both raised differently, and her mom was more. She explained things more. You know, she had conversations with her kids or whatever. And so Taylor is so far off into that side, but I'm so far off into the pick up the closest thing next to me and throw it at your damn head. You know, I'm way over there because that's how my mama was. And so, like, it was interesting for me learning how to be in the middle of that situation, because that, as we see in some people, you know, that physical force isn't healthy for you, nor is just trying to have a conversation with you and give you full-on length because I'm still your daddy. And so, like, trying to, like, maneuver in that space where it's, like, in between, where I physically give you what you need, but I also verbally give you what you need emotionally and stuff like that, because I do have boys. And so learning to navigate that with boys and not just say, my nigga, what you doing that for, and slap you upside the head and actually have a conversation with you. That was one of my biggest things, because I got slapped across the head so much.
I think the main thing is I had to learn was like, hey man, the reward of being a father is just the love that you get from your kid. You can't look for it anywhere else. You can't look for any kind of reward. The reward is right there, the love that's going to get from your kid. Your kid is going to remember that. Mm-hmm. Like, if I leave this earth today, I know Tage felt the love that I give her, because she gives it right back. So that reward right there, knowing the kid's love, that's the reward. Like, I can't, hey, you know, we celebrate Father's Day. You know, hey, you know, you're a great father. We're going to celebrate all the fathers in the world. But that ain't, you know, me getting my steak how I want it and all of that. Like, that's not the real reward. The real reward is how my kid feels about me.
That's so big, Tony. That's because we look for the reward in our kids and what they actually do. You know, as far as like being successful, like as a dad having boys, I look for my reward in how good you do on the field, or, you know, like before, that's just how we traditionally think. Like, your reward is how you compete on the football field, how you compete on the baseball field, how you compete in the gym or whatever. That's how my reward is, or what you do in school, however we see fit. But we never think that the real reward is that waking up in the morning when you're having a shitty day, grabbing your face and just kissing you for no reason. Like, that's bigger than that.
That love, that love that's the reward. Man.
Yeah,
I think a lot of the times, you know, a lot of people really do say, you know, we place emphasis on the shit that we do for our kids. Like, you know, why I did this and I did this, you know, I should be rewarded. That ain't no. That's what you're supposed to do any damn way. You're supposed to be taking care of your kid. But, you know, we celebrate, you know, Mother's Day and, you know, Father's Day, you know, as just a special day to say, all right, you know, we know you here, you know, we appreciate you every single day, but we're just going to give you, you know, your day. Mm-hmm. But in the end, that reward, you know, the other days throughout the year, It's just the love from the kid.
You was into it. You taking notes. Riley be taking notes, man.
I don't have anything to say. I mean, you guys are laying it out just how how it is. I'm hoping I will be that way when
you will. You'll learn
kids, but
you'll learn it on your. Everybody learns at different speeds at parenting. Like it ain't no rule book for a father. Like you don't know. Man, I know for sure raising boys is completely different from raising girls. So like me and Ray can say, all right, we're both fathers, but I know it's completely different. Yeah. Like Ray ain't got to, have tea parties and, food truck machines and shit like that and got to do hair. He ain't got to do that. That's something that I have to learn. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it's different. You learn how to, I don't want to say punish. What's the word? Discipline. Your kids. Like I can't. If I had a boy, I know me disciplining him would be very different from how I discipline Tage. Right. Mm-hmm. Can't do it the same.
Mm-hmm. What's the? So you have a girl and I have all boys. What's the biggest as a dad with a girl? Shout out to my man Kobe, R.I.P. Leading the way for girl dads, man. But you have a girl. What would you say has been the biggest challenge for you as a dad raising a girl? Like at those times when Shay not around and you don't have that to lean back on, what's some of the stuff that you face? I'm gonna speak on two things. The first one is potty training. God damn it, man. Trying to make sure, especially when I'm like, before we started, changing her, let me make sure, I'm wiping correctly. I'm trying to make sure of all of that. I'm doing everything right because I don't want to mess up nothing down there, that could potentially harm her when she gets older. I don't want to do that. Front to back for everybody watching, front to back.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, but now that she's potty training, that's something that I really like, hey, all right, wipe the front first. I'm telling her to do it, get your toilet paper, wipe the front first, then wipe the back, then throw it in the toilet, and then go flush the toilet. Like, yeah, man, that sometimes she's a kid, so she just be like, I'm gonna just wipe. No. You're not just gonna wipe. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Like, I need you to listen to me. You need to wipe the front, and then you're gonna wipe the back.
Trouble.
Don't just be out here doing all that crazy stuff, man. But other than that, I would say, most definitely, yelling, controlling my temper. I don't want her to see, men as a, dang, why you always got to be yelling and be angry? Yeah. Nah, I ain't. Y'all know that's not my demeanor anyway.
Yeah,
like, so if I start yelling, like, fam, you really piss me off. Like, I'm close to going upside somebody's head. So, me, hey, Tage, you didn't do this. Like, I tell her now, and she knows, like, you disappointed daddy. And she get the sob face and, hanging her shoulders and all of that type of stuff. So,
ooh, that's tough.
Yeah, it's tough because, boy, you be like, all right, now come give me some love because I don't like to see you sad.
One of them give me the sad face. I know it's tough for me. I'll be melting. I'm like, you a whole nother man. Like if I had a girl, I can see how they say they be eating out your hands.
Absolutely. I have a question for you, Ray. Because Tony, you only have one kid.
Yeah.
Ray, you have 3. Mm-hmm. Although they are boys, they are different in their personalities, how they move. So, as they get older, do you plan to parent them specifically to how they are, like each one of them, or do you plan on using the same parenting style for all 3?
Oh, absolutely not. That's the quickest way to fail, man. Because they, like you said, they are all different. Tristan lives in a whole different house, and so like he is like Noah and Cameron are super similar. In that Cameron obviously looks up to Noah. That's his big brother, So like some of the stuff that Noah does, Cameron does. Although he is different. And it's crazy to say that he is different, but Cam has his own little personality within himself, but he mimics a lot of things that his big brother does. Like I said, Tristan's in a whole separate house, so like merging all three of them together is a little difficult. But to answer your question, if like any good manager of anything manages everybody differently, and so even right now with Cam being 1, Noah being 4, Tristan being 7, I manage them differently because I just can't react the same way. Cam a little tougher, so if I give him a little thump, it's got to be a thump. If I could Noah sometimes he grabbed that where he just know how to get me a little bit. So if I just thump him a little bit, he automatically go to that pouty face like, oh nigga, I'm ready for you. Boop. Pout. Cam, I thump that nigga, he'll look at me sometimes and be like, it's a big ass smile on his face. Like, what's good, my nigga? We playing or what? I'm like, no, nigga, I'm serious. Cry. This is not what you're supposed to do. So like, it's not difficult. It's fun. It's fun trying to like figure out each personality because within that we each have our own individual relationship. Yeah. So I got it. Like I'm close. I'm probably the closest with Noah because I was around Noah so much. Tristan is like still getting to learn each other basically, and he's older than Noah, and so we have our different relationship. Cam, we was in a whole pandemic and separating situation, and so like my relationship with Cam is different than everybody. So it's a little tougher, or not tougher, but it's a little fun trying to manage the three little personalities when they all together.
Oh, yeah, I can see that, but with that comes not only managing the three little personalities, but also dealing with the two personalities in which you produce those kids with. So I'm going to ask you this, ask you another question, as far as the mothers of your kids. How are you managing? Is that a difficult thing to manage those two? Well, not even necessarily manage them, but just to navigate between those two. Is it as difficult dealing with them as it is? Or I wouldn't even say. I'm trying to word this right, so I don't want to get nobody in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck it, I'm just gonna dive into it, my nigga.
Yeah.
We ain't even got a pity pat.
Yeah, man. So is it? Yeah.
I just listen. For those of you watching on YouTube, I just closed my eyes for a good 10, 15 seconds.
Yeah, he did.
I had to talk to my guy. Jesus is my homeboy, so I had to hit him up before I answer this question, man. But it is difficult, man. It's sad sometimes. I thank God every day because Taylor, we don't have, like, we have our own issues within our navigations, but she doesn't use our children as leverage per se. There have been some like sneaky kind of situations where I may have felt like that was going on, but if I'm honest, for 98% of the time, there's no doubt in my mind that she cares more about our children and me having a relationship with our children more than she cares about the status of our relationship, which is super dope. I do get my feelings and complain about it a little bit, but for the most part, like I said, 98% of the time is dope. On the other end, we just kind of getting to know each other. I just figured this situation out not too long ago, and so we still trying to get to know that situation, but I do feel like because we are on two opposite ends, they're in one house, I'm on one side, and we parent differently. On top of that, I'm black and she's white, and so like there's 100% difference as far as households go, and so we do struggle with that. And a lot of times I feel like she's using him as leverage to try to get what she wants, and maybe just trying to like. It's a shame that we want everybody to be the same as us. So she wants his situation over there to be the same as when he comes over there, but it's not. It's never going to be there, Like, we can be respectful to each other and speak in between each other and bounce ideas off of each other, knowing that we're different. But just because I think differently from you doesn't mean that you shut down and don't allow me that space to be like, okay, well, maybe that's not right. If you're comfortable with this, then I'll switch this up a little bit. We just don't do that. We hear, oh, you hit my child. we don't care what the story is or how it led up to that or whatever. We just so stuck in our head that you hit my kid, and so like the line gets shut down. So it is a little difficult navigating the two situations. Definitely. It's I can talk all day about that, bro.
Yeah,
I swear to God I can, because when you it's tough for men because women are so caught up in the past trauma of how men handle situations with their children. Because let's face it, dads were just viewed different. We didn't have all the information and the knowledge that we have now. But like people our age, millennials, people under us, we trying to be there for our kids.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It may not look how you want it to look. I may be struggling in some areas of my life because I wasn't neither one of us was ready to be a kid, but since you
ready to be a
ready to be a parent. Sorry, parent, yeah. Neither of us was ready to be a parent, but since you figured it out a little faster than I did, you holding it against me. But it shouldn't be that way, man. We should all be given the same. What did you talk about? The same rope,
the same grace.
Yeah, the same.
Everybody
grace.
should have the same grace when it comes to raising kids, man. Because that don't come with no rule. Like there's no guide that you can follow and say, all right, if I do X, Y, and Z, I know what's going to happen at the end. No, you don't. You can be the greatest parent in the world. Your kid probably still going to do something stupid. Mm-hmm. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. There's so many dads that are trying to be in their children's life, and the mom is doing everything she can to bat it down because of her disagreements with him, and it's so fucking sad, bro. It's so sad because a lot of people. I thank God that my mom always said we fight for, because she actually asked me to sign my rights over to him, or sign my rights for him over to her. Like, I'm saying that's not my kid anymore. Like, are you stupid?
Yeah, that's trash.
Like, luckily I'm not stupid, and I got a mama who's like, nah, that's not what we do. We don't throw the towel in. We keep fighting. So you just keep operating in the space that you operate in, accept whatever they're giving you, and eventually God will work it out to where your work will show. And so that's what I try to do. But there's a lot of dudes that's not like that, man. That shit's rough.
Yeah.
It be some days I want to. Yeah. And so that's I could feel dudes on that side like, man, I'm not even trying no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the headache of me trying to be your dad, like, I'm worth more. So why am I putting myself out there for you and y'all not trying to do the same for me? I'm just not going to try.
Dude, I got a homeboy, man. His baby mama died from cancer, right?
Uh-huh.
She left Houston, went to a whole other state. They were beefing. She wouldn't, accept his calls. Her whole family blocked his number. Like, this is how fucked up it is. He's been fighting to try to get his kids ever since she's passed, trying to be a father. And the whole family, like, basically blocked his calls, and then the grandmother put she put a case on him where it's like child abandonment. Like, he just abandoned his kids, and he like, fam, you blocked me. I can't even talk to my kids. Like, women, I think we have to stop placing, fathers in, like, every father. Like, if you beef with your baby daddy, you shouldn't treat him like a nigga that don't want his kids. Like, if the nigga trying to get his kids, then you need not come between that.
Right. It's like
everybody gets grouped in together, no matter what. Make sure you. I understand protecting, certain protections, but you don't have to treat every man the same. And that's what we all kind of get lumped into.
And I want to ask you guys this: do you think men understand their rights when it comes to those situations? Because I don't believe that men actually understand what they can do within the parameters of those particular situations.
We understand.
Yes and no.
Yeah.
That's a hard question to answer, because, man, the system is
that's it,
bro. The system is so wicked when it comes to that, bro. Like, you can have all your ducks in a row. You can say, all right, I did X, Y, Z, but when you start crossing different states, and like every state is different.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it just gets so much harder. Like my boy, like if this was in Texas, like if she just moved to Dallas, he'd been had them kids back. But the fact that she moved to a whole different state, they have different laws from what we have out here in Texas. It gets complicated.
Being a dad in that situation is almost like being black and getting pulled over. It's like you could do all of the things that you're supposed to do, and just a lot of times we don't because we just don't want to deal with that headache or put up that bread. But you could do all the things that you're supposed to do and still end up shot and killed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like Tony said, it's just the system, man. Like they set it up for men not to be there for their family, and it makes sense because God honors family. And what's the quickest way to break up that kind of situation is attack the family, man. So like I just think that in my head that it's set up that way because they want to attack us as fathers, because they know how important it is to maybe not have a 2-parent household. That's like you said, that's the most ideal situation, but I think it's at least important. Yeah, like I just want my pops and my moms in my life so I could call that lifeline if I need. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, to use it. I don't care if they in the same household. Would I like them to be there? Hell yeah. But if it ain't supposed to be there, my nigga, at least be around. And like you said, that narrative be getting flown around that niggas ain't trying to be around when boys is trying to be there. Is just it's difficult on the other side, and we need to get some more energy as men to fight a little harder. Yeah. But let's just call it what it is, man. It's tough.
I think I agree with you on the last bit that men should fight a little harder. But when it comes to fighting a little harder, understand where your help is.
That's it.
Yeah. You can do a quick Google search, and they have these particular programs for men that are fighting for their kids. For those who are a little out of pocket or don't necessarily have the money, to combat it, like all go balls to the wall for it. There are some programs here and there that'll actually help guide you through the process in order to get your kids, or at least give visitation and things of that nature. Because I actually had a friend of mine. Oh, shout out to Kia Rain. She was on one of our episodes. She showed me some websites that opened up the portal to helping men get a hold of their babies and see their kids or whatnot. So that's all I have to say about it, man. I hope I'm never in a situation like that, but I know this is America.
It's a reality.
It's a reality for sure,
that can happen.
So
it's a lot of law firms that do free consultations. Like you can literally walk in and say, "This is what I have," and then they'll tell you what your options are or what they can personally do for you. If you don't like it, go to the next one. Or if it's not, like you said, we just not doing enough work to try to figure it out because it's tough.
It's a grind. It's a grind. But
get nasty like a divorce.
Yeah. But it's any and everything in a man's life is a grind.
Which is the reason why we definitely need to celebrate Father's Day.
Yeah.
So all you feminists, shut the fuck up.
Why don't we just kill Father's Day because it's disrespectful to single moms? Well,
I think I text y'all that, bro. Like I hate how it's always viewed like, oh, you supposed to do that. Well, nigga, why we need to celebrate Mother's Day then? Like if you supposed to do that, like fam, let's leave the days as they are. We're gonna celebrate the good mothers out there. We're gonna celebrate the good fathers out there.
I'm not a Bible guy, but what does the Bible say about parents? It says honor. What does it say?
Honor your mother and your father, that your days on this earth will be longer.
Yeah.
I had to always tell Dorian that because we hear that scripture and we think that we have an opinion at how our parents should be parents, but it doesn't say honor your father, your mother if they make all the right decisions. Right. Honor your father, your mother as long as there's no trauma there. It says honor your father and your mother that your days on this earth may be longer.
Yeah.
No stipulations. Just because you birthed me, I'm supposed to honor you. I can have my own opinion. We can talk about things and work on our relationship, but at the end of the day, I'm supposed to honor you, man. Some of y'all be doing some fucking trash ass shit to y'all parents, man.
And what I'm starting to realize, man, too, is it doesn't matter. Well, it matters how they raised you. You're gonna find something wrong with it, regardless. Like you're gonna either way,
because you're a person,
right? So, like, no parent is gonna ever be perfect in their sons or daughters' eyes,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something that wasn't cool. It was gonna be something that was out of line.
You're gonna disagree.
You're gonna disagree about it. You know, it just is what it is, man. Like nobody's parent is perfect. Right. Nobody. So. Everybody need to get that out their head, and and I'm even talking to myself, like, because I think I done dealt with some stuff that I'm still working on, and I'm starting to see.
We all are.
Yeah,
I think we all are. I think it's a constant thing though. Like you don't. It's always something else. All right, now I done got over this hurdle. I know that there's another one coming up. When I get to it, I got to figure out how to jump that next hurdle. Yeah. So I think it's constant. It's constant, man.
Yeah.
But as this. I want to kind of shift because we've been talking a whole bunch about us being fathers, but now, the dynamic of us having our dads in our lives, I think that's all dope. What was the most important piece of advice that your dad gave you that you just like, all right, that stays with me when I need to get over a hurdle, that's the one.
Or the greatest, or the best memory,
or the best memory,
or both of them.
Do both. We've been doing. Well, hold on now. Let's do advice first, and then once you get all of that out, we're gonna jump into the
memory,
favorite memory.
Yeah. I don't even know, man.
Gosh,
I don't. I mean, because me and my dad, we just shoot the stuff, man.
Okay, but
And I don't remember all our conversations because our conversations are really like lax and chill. Like we talk about certain things and then we just kind of go from there. Like even in high school, we talked about football, but it wasn't like any life changing deal. And the reason I think for me, the reason why we never had any conversations about life changing stuff is because I think my dad kind of knew, the type of man I was going to be. So. He never really had to have that talk like, hey, well, you becoming, you got to, what I'm saying? Like, we'll talk about stuff, but there's never nothing like that had to change the game because he already knew that I was in a trajectory that he saw fit, So we had fun with each other. Me and my dad had fun with each other. We had like a little spat to where when I was in school, of course you don't see your parents a lot then, but we just we kick it and have fun, man. We hardly ever on any super serious stuff unless it's like unless it pertains to like the house or something like that. But man, that's it, man. I just remember like my memories with him are just all fun, man. Just all fun, having a blast, dude. Like giggling, like laughing and shit. He over there punching on me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, one time when I gained a lot of weight. I came to the house and I walked in the front door. He was like, man, hey, before you know it, you ain't gonna be able to walk through this front door. You gonna slide, you gonna turn to the side coming through the door if you don't get your shit together, man. I'm like, you right, Pop. You right. All right, so I had to slim up just a little bit, man. But I think I was like around 260 around the time. He was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Just making these little slick slide jokes. Because my dad is King Petty, man. Like, he will roast your ass on the slick though. When we have our like family gatherings and stuff at the house, when it's me and my two stepbrothers, my stepmama, and my aunts, that will slide jokes in real smooth though, because he's so witty, man. It just come fast, and then he'll say something, then look at the TV like he know he just said something funny. I'm just gonna look at the TV like, hey man, y'all know I said that shit. That shit was funny. I'm just gonna look over here because y'all about to bust out laughing. So and that's the dynamic that me and my pops have, man. We just real cool, man. He's he's a cool guy, man.
Yeah, he is.
Like just real cool, and you can talk to him about anything. So that's how it is for me, man.
That's what's up, man. Old Pop's cool.
Yeah, cool, man. Oh,
slick, be laid back.
Hey, slick ass, man.
Real Black Santa.
I knew. Hey,
Silverback.
I know he had breezies back in the day. I know that, man, because the way when I post him online, because I ain't even posting him tomorrow. But every time I post my dad online, somebody be up under the comments talking about with the eyes and then a zaddy or some shit. Like, bruh, nah, man. He happily married. He chilling, man. Y'all need to stay out my shit with that bullshit. But yeah, man.
That's because Pops be on his angles on the pictures, bro. He be sitting at the job at the desk like,
yeah, he be chilling, bro.
Bad bitch.
Bald head ass. You know what I'm saying?
He be hitting them lights.
Yeah.
Getting it right on that head.
You know what I'm saying? Let that mother glisten. Glisten right here in the middle. You know what I'm saying? They gonna see that. But what about y'all, man? What about you, Tony?
Man, I think, the best advice is, man, he let me go broke and let me go hungry after that PV. Because it taught me a lesson, bro. Got that overpayment. What a package of J's came out. Spent half of that overpayment on them J's. And he was like, "Boy, you spent that money on some damn shoes?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I needed some more shoes." Man, boy, before I knew it, them points ran out. Nigga was like, "Yeah, I'm broke. Could y'all send me some money?" Nah, sell them J's. Like, I'm not selling my shoes. Well, you don't need no money. Boy, ever since then, rethunk how I spent money ever since. Now, shit, y'all be telling me, bro, you need to go get some more shoes. Nah, you need to go shopping.
Yeah.
Like, y'all will tell me that, and I be like, bro, I'm just trying to make sure I got all my ducks in a row, even though I'm not a college student no more, but now, shoot, that mindset is just stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
But the funniest, man, dude, my dad is goofy, and like you don't see him until he's in that mode, man. I think the funniest thing ever was I was helping him trim the tree down in his front yard, man, and he cut a branch. And I was cutting a branch while he was cutting up high. He was cutting one that was down lower, and I cut it. That mother fell on me. Goddamn, Tony, what the hell? Like, he sounded like King of the Hill. Mm-hmm. He was like, Bobby, what in the hell?
What the hell, Bobby?
He was mad. I was like, no, I said, man, excuse me. He was like, boy, I'm gonna bust my damn head over. What the hell you doing? All right, you know what? Never mind. I'm just gonna go back in the house, dog. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm leaving. I am leaving, man. He was mad. That was probably like the first time I'd seen him mad at me as a grown up. I'm like, dude, calm down. I'm gonna knock me out. All right, fam. I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move around. Get to work.
My pops was like, my pops is totally opposite from both of y'all, because y'all pops are laid back and chill. My pops is extra. Which is why I'm so fucking extra.
Yep.
That nigga's extra, man. But we growing up, we always had hour-long conversations, man. That's one thing that we weren't in the same household. At one point, we weren't even in the same city. And so one thing he stresses that we at least communicate. So every day we would have hour-long conversations. So there's so much different when I look back at it, different things that he gave me. I think the two best things that he ever gave me, because he was a hustler, you know what I'm saying? He went to the Navy at 18 and kind of made it for himself. So he gave me that hustling mentality, and that he always told me when I first went to college. I remember he said, I don't care, because he always say, Judge, I don't care what you major in. Shit, you could major in basket weaving. He said, just be the best damn basket weaver ever. And so, like, when I think about that, and he also said, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And so
that's
those
very true. Yeah.
those two things kind of mapped, and that's kind of what made me say fuck school. In that, because I was in that whole it ain't what you know, it's who you know. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't give a fuck about knowing anything at school. I was just trying to meet people, and which is probably how I got into the field that I'm in right now. Mm-hmm. And then how I draw a blank. But yeah, no, the it's not what you know, it's who you know was big for me, man, because it helped me to, formulate how to survive, basically. But as an adult.
That's what's up, man. And that's the thing. Like, when I look back at my dad, we didn't have those memorable conversations that you guys probably, but he set an example that I could see.
Yeah.
You know,
that's major.
You know,
that's major.
I watch. You know, I try to be as observant as I possibly can, and I see the things he does as a man, and which is why I'm moving in the realm of actually mimicking him on how he does things. Even with his with my shout out to my stepmom. She said, "You just like your," you know, she see things in me that she sees in my dad, and she like, "You just like your daddy," you know. You know, but my daddy, he is the man. He takes care of the house, and I saw that, and that's why I'm in the same, using that same mentality as it pertains to my situation. I'm going to take care of my house, so it's more of a, for me, it's more of a, just to wrap it up. It's more of an example from him than it is an actual conversation. I see the example. I'm going to mimic that example. And I think that my dad he set a pretty goddamn good example for me. Shout out to Pop.
Right on, man.
Brown skin. Holla at it.
Here you go.
Yeah.
My pops never. My pops, and I get it. I think about it every time you say that brown skin shit or something about Riley. I think about legacy, and like, especially with having 3 boys, because that's every king has boys, and so I just think about.
So what you trying to say about Tony?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Tony, listen, Tony,
I was like,
Tony, don't bring Tony. Tony is still on his journey.
What if I don't have? So Kobe wasn't a king. Kobe didn't have no boys.
God damn, dog. Good one. Damn, dog. That was good. That was so perfect. But I just think about the legacy, man. It's gotten, one thing my dad didn't necessarily do was preach that to me. And I'm a junior. And so it surprises me when I think about how other people view legacy and what my view of legacy was growing up compared to what it is now, and how we just man, there's so many different things that I want to show my boys and teach them about. That is crazy.
I mean, it evolved, man. Like, we always talk about how our parents grew up. Like, our parents was all about, hey, get a job, work, take care. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. It wasn't really about building outward. It was about keeping what I have, preserving it, so make sure that I can take care of people in this circle, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, and the responsibilities played a huge role in that. Now for us, we're looking at it, all right, I got to take care of this circle, but I also got to expand myself in order to make sure that not only this circle is good, but the circle, the people that are coming behind the mofos in my immediate circle also can have a leg up. And that's just how we looking at things now, because we've been here, and you and I, all 3 of us, we listen to Jay-Z, bro, and Jay-Z be spitting all this rhetoric, and we've been spitting it for a minute, and everybody be acting like his recent albums where he's just finally talking about. No, he's been talking about that shit.
Yeah, he been.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
in a different way, but
right, in a different way. If you can actually understand the words that are coming out of his mouth, Chris Tucker. You know what I'm saying? And so that's I'm real big on, like you said, I'm real big on my last name, man. I'm like your boy Rick Ross. I put my last name first, and Riley represents me. It's in my IG handle. Like, this is something that I want to to be well recognized and well respected, as well as follow uphold a legacy that that can last a lifetime, man. Like, I want my little Rileys to be able to, be proud to be a Riley, because, hey, they dad is a Riley, and then they grandpa, he cold in the mud. So, man, that's just where we are right now, man. It just is what it is.
Big time.
Big time. Yeah, that's the old school stuff. Big time.
That used to be your name in my script.
Yeah, big time, bro. All right. We're gonna try something new today. We tried to prep our pops so we can call them and get them on the show and actually ask them a couple questions before we close this one out today. So first pops we're gonna call is Mr. Ray Matthews Sr. We're gonna have Ray.
Go ahead.
We're gonna have Ray ask him a couple questions. Hold on, man. Just send me that in a text message, man. Let me send me that bullshit.
Oh, let me say, don't airdrop it to me.
Yeah, send me that in a text message. Boy, be trying to do the most.
I just want to prep y'all for my pops. He may say some shit.
Let's get Senior Matthews on this thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's get Senior Matthews on this thing.
That nigga is crazy. I had to, before, when I was sending him your contact, I forgot I changed your name to Sherman, and I had that Joker picture on there, so I had to change that shit up just so he wouldn't come at you weak.
Man, shut up, man. Let me call him, man.
That's Steve. He gonna be turning sideways to get the dope.
Nah, bro, nah. 220. Let's go. All right, I'm about to call him. Oh shit. Is it going through?
Hello?
Pops, what's good? You're live on the podcast.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
Look, that boy changed it up. You see, he's about to,
Hey, what's up, man?
he's about to say, "Where's the bitches?" oh, we live.
Well, come on, man. I got to represent now.
Already.
Hey, well, we first of all, I just wanted to tell you Happy Father's Day. It's not until tomorrow, but I just wanted to publicly wish you a Happy Father's Day on the podcast, man, and let you know that I appreciate you and all the things that you've given me.
Oh, well, thank you. You know, I appreciate having you as a son also.
Look at that, y'all. Look at that.
That's real, man.
Well, I just wanted to ask you a question, and maybe you can give the viewers a perspective, because we are talking about fatherhood and the different things that we've gone through as far as like how you all raised us versus how we are as fathers right now. And so I wanted to ask you the question of if there was one thing in raising me that you would do differently, what would that thing be and why?
Well, I would say that probably the one thing that if I had it to do all over again that I would change, because mind you have to understand, I'm like probably a lot of black men. You know, I learned how to be a father on the fly. It was OJT. Mm-hmm. So, you know, my father was there, but he really wasn't there because he lives in another part of the country. But anyway, to answer your question, I would say that I would spend more time with you, because time is valuable. It's very precious. And you're only, you know, from what I've experienced, my kids were only kids, it seemed like, for a very brief period of time. And then they grew up and they started, you know, trying to make their way in life. So if I could change anything, I would spend more time, because I was always the kind of father that was a go-getter. You know, the one thing that I thought was the most important thing was providing for my family. But now, in hindsight, watching you, I've learned some things watching you mature as a father. And, you know, it's made me realize that I probably should have spent more time with you. You know, even though some of the values and the person that you are, the young man that you are today, you know, are because of the things that we've shared, time is the most important, because you know, you're only an adolescent and a young man, a teenager, for a short period of time, and then you're grown, and then you're dealing with life. So that would be the one thing that I would change, probably.
Man, you gonna make a thug shed a tear here. These boys,
that's all right. Okay. You already made a thug shed a tear. Good with that.
Well, we appreciate you. We appreciate you joining us, Pops. Man, we really enjoyed this. This is our first time, so you are our first call-in guest that we've ever done on the podcast, and so.
Okay.
Yeah, you have made this enjoyable.
And the sound quality is awesome, man. I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is good. This is good.
Okay, well, how you doing, Steve? Are you happy Father's Day to you if you a father?
Oh, I am definitely not.
Tony,
I ain't tell you, Mr. Matthews.
Tony is.
Yeah,
Tony is. He the only one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, no, but I've enjoyed being able to share, this information with you. And like I said, I look at you as a father, and you're a fine father yourself, and it has made me realize that I probably could have done a little better with the time spent. But we're both men now, and we can share things together now for the rest of our lives. So I thank you for being my son, and I'm very proud of you.
Man, we would just it's crazy. The whole time you've been talking, they just been like raising up like, because we've been talking about this the entire time, and how like we just have to realize what our fathers were faced with versus what they gave us. And now that we're older and we look back, we like, man, I sure appreciate that shit, because there's some fucked up people in this world who aren't even trying to be better. And so just the things that y'all gave us and continue to give us, man, we here for it. So thank you. Go ahead and get them lobster and them steaks ready.
Absolutely,
it's going down tomorrow.
It's going down tomorrow. So, thanks for calling me, and I really enjoyed sharing that little tad bit of information with you, gentlemen.
All right, appreciate it, Mr. Matthews.
All right, and take care.
All right, Dad, love you.
All right,
love you, man.
Bye. Dopeness indeed.
That was solid.
That was
super solid, man.
Tony, you want to call your old man?
I didn't prep him because I knew he was gonna be working.
Oh, okay. Well, I tried to call my dad like 3 times before this podcast.
We'll try to call him right now.
I'm gonna try to call him one more time. We're gonna see.
Let's try to make it happen. We got to get.
I'm gonna text my dad, man.
Oh, just call that boy.
I'm gonna text mine.
Oh yeah.
This motherfucker don't answer the phone. We gonna box after this podcast is over. He probably, knowing him with his old behind, probably done left his phone in the crack of the couch. In the crack of the couch, don't even know where it is. All right, we gonna get my dad on for the next one.
Yeah. We for sure got
because this mofo not answering.
My dad he ain't answering because I know he busy at work.
Yeah.
But that's the first of many. We definitely do appreciate Mr. Matthews answering the phone, and I'm glad that we at least able to get one of our dads on this mug. God damn! But like you said, man, boys, they grew up like I'll go get it. Gotta go get that bread. So
right.
His dad getting the bread, my dad probably he might even be at work. I don't even know.
Yeah. But that's how they operated, man. They operate in that space.
Yep.
But that's every generation gets better, man. And we just so happen to get better, but we can't hold them.
Oh, look at that.
He calling back?
He calling back.
Yes.
Okay, right, let's see here.
Here we go.
What's up, Pop? You on the podcast right now, man?
You live.
We live. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay.
Dad, can you hear us, Dad?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Mr. Riley, how's it going?
Oh, I see. Your partners in crime now with you.
Yeah, man. Yeah. We live on the podcast right now.
We all here.
Yeah, we doing the Father's Day episodes today. We calling our dads, so I had to call you even though you ain't answer my calls earlier.
I'm not gonna throw nothing in there, but we appreciate the thought. It's hard being a dad.
Stressing the hard.
Hard being a dad. But we all right. Got a good son, so that's a plus.
Indeed. So I want to ask you one, because we asking all of our dads one question, and we're gonna give you the opportunity to answer it and keep it pushing. So I want to ask you. This is from me. Are you happy with the man that I turned out to be?
Let me tell you a little story.
Oh, yes.
On that.
Okay.
You know, when you become a dad, you know, I don't care how many books they write, you know, how many stories they say, how much advice you get. You can only be a dad to that kid at that time. And whatever you do, you just have to have the right thing in your heart and do what you think is right. So, and hopefully, whatever you do, and when he or she grows up, you just hope that, you know, the life lesson that you instill in them early, you know, they carry on into their adult lives. Now, that doesn't mean that's going to be necessary. You know, that's it. You know, you don't know what's going to happen in the future, but you know, at that time, you're doing the best you can. So now when I sit back and look back at it now, I say, okay, some of the things I did must have been right, you know, because he's a fine young man now. You know, even though he get on my nerves at times, but he's all right, and that's good, and we feel good at that, you know. So that's what I say. And, you know, I feel good now, you know, because when I look back at it and I look at it now, you know, it makes me proud. And that's one of the best things you can say as a dad, you know, that you're proud of your kids.
And I sure do appreciate that. And
let me throw a little depth in that too. You know, you can be proud on both sides. You could have a little old thief and a crook. And you can say, well, I'm proud because I have a thief and a crook. Either way you look at it, well, is he a good thief and a good crook? Well, you're a whole different topic.
Yeah.
But you know, somewhere you're gonna be okay, because all you do is when your kids grow up, all you remember is memories from 0 to 35. We'll say that. So that's all you know. That's all you know. No matter what they do, you know, that's all you know. That, you know, and you know at the end of everything, that is your son and that's your daughter. And so you just proud of them, whatever. So that's what, you know. That's where I am now. So.
Well, I will say this, Pop. I do appreciate you as a father. And I also appreciate the values you instilled in me to be the man that I am now. So I just want to put that out there. I know you and I are getting together tomorrow, but, you know, happy Father's Day to you today, even though we're going to be tearing it up tomorrow. So,
yeah, you know, we'll sit down and have a little meal.
Yeah, have a little meal.
Have a little sip of something.
A little sip of something. Yep.
Yeah. And just commemorate the whole day. Like I said, a little sip of something.
A little sip.
I didn't say get buck wild, but
but you know, Steve, he don't get buck wild.
See, that's you know what I'm talking about. That's some of the consequences that when you have grown kids. You know,
Mr. Riley, that's the thief for the crook. That's the thief for the crook. You get a Christian or a drunk.
So it's, you know, sometimes you're looking at a mirror. So you say, well, you know, but you can't help but go back and say, well, when I was that age,
you're cutting up.
Yep. Yeah. So. But now, you know, we always act like we the angels. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do this. Yeah, you know. But when we go back to that same age, you're like, well,
I know. It was some stories in there. You said the woo 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 woo.
Yeah,
I know some stories in that.
Yeah, it was, but I mean, that's another podcast. Yeah, let's talk about that on another podcast.
Yeah, well, that's every parent. Especially the dad. You know, you always got what. Because they'll be sure to come out with, Dad, you did that? Yeah.
Oh, man. A lot of things just stay in the closet.
Well, Pop, I appreciate you for calling in, man. I'm going to call you when we wrap this podcast up. We can talk a little bit more.
Okay, yeah. I'm here. Like I said, I'm happy to be able to put a little input in this whole thing, and make the podcast really be a blast.
Yeah, come on.
I appreciate you, Pop. I'll talk to you later, man.
All right.
Bye.
We just got our new slogan. We're going to make this podcast be a blast.
You know what I'm saying?
On your ass.
Yeah, man.
My pop, he texted me. He slammed at work.
Okay, that's cool. We'll definitely get it. Your pops in on a later date,
man.
That was awesome.
I was about to say that was dope.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome, man.
I saw you over there about to cry.
Man, I had to catch myself, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thug Ted was coming.
Thug Ted did not come. You know what I'm saying? But it was on the brink. On the brink,
bro. It's emotional, bro.
It's your old man, bro. These are parents, man. So
to never hear your dad say, "Man, I'm proud of you." That's a top tier feeling.
Man, that shit it hits home.
That's a top tier feeling, dog.
Different. That's different. Man, like you can't. No, I can't say nothing because when my dad said that, I was like, "Dang!" I learned some stuff from you. I'm like, I'm learning still.
Yeah,
and I know that's what my dad would say.
Oh yeah, we already know how
100%. We see it.
Yeah,
we see.
Shout out to Uncle Kerry, man.
He gonna tell, man. You know what it's becoming now though. Like anytime I say I'm barbecuing. He just, oh, you barbecuing? All right, well, I ain't got a barbecue. I'm just bringing my meat over there. God damn, man. Well, say I don't want to cook your food. Man. And then, this is what's crazy, but like if he barbecuing at his house and I just randomly stop over there, guess who's barbecuing now?
You,
me. Yeah. Oh, hey, I don't eat this.
Pops used to tell me, he used to tell me, because he was in the Navy, he used to say, "Nigga, I'm a private in this army. He said, you a private in this army. I'm a general." And that still stands today, nigga. Yeah. In the order of succession, I gotta
Absolutely,
do what I gotta do.
But I'd be messing with him. I like barbecue.
I was about to say you love doing this.
Yeah, that's your thing, bro. Like that and
and that naturally I got that from him because that's what he like doing. He like cooking and gumbos and all of that type of stuff, and I do the same thing.
That was dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
So it's dope, man. It's good to hear y'all pops speak highly of y'all. I think highly of y'all anyway, but it's good to
appreciate you, man.
To hear that.
Yeah,
appreciate you. This was solid. What you want to leave the people with today, man?
Happy Juneteenth to all my people out there. Celebrate by Black today and forever, as often as you can. Happy Father's Day to my boy Ray and all of my homeboys that's out there taking care of your business. Happy Father's Day to you. Happy Father's Day to my dad and the rest of the family. Y'all cater to these men. Hey, have a good one. That's it.
Solid. Yeah, happy Father's Day to you too, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you for that example because I want a girl one day, and I'm glad.
Be careful what you wish for.
Look, well, I'm glad that you at least going through it, and that way I got somebody close to me that's already been through it, and I know I called to to get some advice because I know the first time I watched my babysat my niece, and she pooped, and I had to clean some different areas. I was like, I don't want to mess this up. I had to call my sister like, "Here, can I FaceTime you? What am I supposed to do? Yeah. This is different."
Yeah, it's different. So be careful what you wish for, because that ain't the only thing your ass gonna have to worry about.
Oh, I know. Thank you for going through it. I'll call you when I need you.
What about you? Brown skin, almond brown.
That's
the new one. That's the new one.
That's garbage, bro.
That need to be a button. You so almondy. I'm start calling you Almond Joy.
Y'all got me fucked up, man.
That's the new button.
That is the new one.
Hell nah.
I think we need to be in control of that. We need to find a button extender because you never gonna press it.
Come with a remote.
I
gotta come with a remote.
But I really don't. You guys pretty much hit it, man. Like, take care of your kids. Happy Father's Day to all the good fathers out there, and for those who who are out here struggling to see your babies, man, don't stop.
Yeah,
and that's
I'm praying for y'all, brothers. I'm hoping that situation gets better.
So. Like I said before, I've said it on numerous occasions, man. These kids, whether they're male or female, they need their fathers in their lives. It's an intricate part of, essential part of their upbringing and maturity. They need both parents, and I've been preaching that for a long time. Even though I get like a little bit of backlash on it,
who cares?
These kids need both parents from top to bottom, beginning to end.
Absolutely.
Or beginning to development and through development and maturation.
Yep.
Beginning to end. You said it right the first time. I still call my dad for.
Still need them.
Yeah, beginning to end.
Oh, but the only reason why I said that is because they're not going to be there for your.
Yeah. You know Hopefully.
But they can make the impact on you while they blessed with the time here.
Mm-hmm.
So and don't deny nobody that opportunity to do that. That's not cool. Everybody needs the opportunity to make their mark on their babies and make sure that they instill a little bit of themselves in their kids.
Absolutely,
that's what it is, man.
Huh?
I just want to speak to my dads, who are dads and are like y'all have placed it very well. But I just wanted to, because I thought I wanted to say something to the women who put men in those situations to where they have to fight that hard. But if I'm going to be the traditionalist that I would like to be in my thinking, then as a man, you the head of the household, and so you can only control what you can control. And I'm speaking from experience, bro. Be there, however they allow you to be there. Don't get yourself in any arguments or any pettiness. Don't get your emotions in it, because their emotions are 100% in it. Keep your emotions separate. Be there how they want you to be there. Pray about it. And, man, eventually, as long as you are faithful with a little bit, if you're faithful with a few, I'll give you a lot. And so if you're faithful with 1 day a week or 1 weekend a month or a few hours a week or whatever the hell they want to let you have, if you're faithful with that, then hopefully eventually it'll all work out for you, because you can't deny somebody that really want to be there, man. So.
Absolutely, man.
Well, that's what's up, man. Well, this concludes another episode of the Millennial Mayhem podcast.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and also go follow the page, man. Follow the Instagram. That's Millennial Mayhem HOU, and that HOU stands for Age Time, man.
Stay down.
We Southside still holding. Hey, y'all continue to put y'all last names first. You men out there, put your last name first, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rick Ross.
We
out here, man.
I ain't got time for the okay. All my niggas riding gas tank on full. We be fresh than a bitch. Yeah, your bitch might get bulled. If you see us in the streets, no talking, let's go. No time for hating. I ain't got time for the bull. I ain't